Hello soulmates, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you are new to this channel you are highly welcome. So in my previous video I shared the tutorial on how to cut and sew this beautiful gown, but today we'll focus on the beading process. So I'll be sharing with you the sizes of beads I use and how I was able to achieve this beading. This beading is very simple. If you're a beginner in beading, trust me, you can achieve this. So if this is something you're interested in, if you're interested in the bidding process, please like this video, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. So guys, these are the beads I use. So this is the biggest size of bead I use. I don't know the exact size, but that is the size. So the next one I used was this size. So this was what I used. So the third one I used was this rhinestone. Is a white rhinestone. So it has this silver melter something at the under is a stone. So this is the third one. So the fourth one is this sand or seed bead. So this is what it looks like, and they are small. So this is what it looks like. So these are the four bead size that I use. For the needle, I use this hand sewing needle. So this big size or the medium size, not the smallest and not the biggest, the medium. Then I use this beading needle. This I think is 12, number 12 or size 12 beading needle, and I use this polyester thread, the normal thread we know. So in case you want to get all this bead, you can just screenshot like the ones I showed at the beginning of this video so that you can just show them in the market to get it. But I don't know the size. All these be they have sizes, but I don't know the size. So at the tip of the dress or the gown, so we'll start adding this big size. So you will add it. Make sure this big size is close to the tip. Please make sure it is very close to the tip, like the bead is at the tip. So when you start beading, you leave like 1 inch or 3/4 inch space between each bead, so you leave about 3/4 inches space. Then you keep beading until you get to the end. So we are starting with the biggest size, so that big size. So you keep doing that until you get to the other side over there. So when you are done at the other end, you can just cut the thread. You secure the thread, then you cut it. So we are done with the first step of the beading process. So the next thing we will do now is to put another bead in between all these big ones. So guys, at first I use this small size that is the size that follows this bigger one that I showed you at the beginning of this video. But I noticed that size was too big, so I'm still showing this clip because if you see any bead in between, so you won't get confused as the bead I use. So I fixed this at the center before, like at the center of these big ones, but I noticed it was too big. This was too big for what I was doing, so I remove it. So let's move to the next step. Before we move to the next step, let me show you what it looks like after I was done, so that when you are seeing it you won't get confused. So this was what the upper part was looking like, and honestly it was kind of too big, but I have to move to the next step. So for the next step you have to fix a bead that is, like, as you can see, I don't know if you understand the way I'm fixing this next one. So this one is like at the front of the one at the center. I don't know if you get, is at the front, is at the front of this one that is at the center. Sorry, I'm not into beading, so I don't know the terms they use. So it's at the front, so you keep placing it. So if you keep watching this, you will notice I'm just placing it at the front of this smaller one that is in between those big ones at the edge. But I will later remove the small one in between the ones, that big one. But I use this as a guide for the other one. So the next one I will do now will be in between. It will be a wheel, but in between this second line. So let's go ahead and do that. So that one will start from here. So it will start from here and it will be in between. So just keep watching. So if you keep watching what I'm doing, you will understand better than what I'm even saying. So just keep watching. So it's like in between, but it is away from the center, not on the center. It's like on the third line, but the bead alignment is now like in between this. So I'll keep doing this. I hope you understand. I hope you're understanding this. Just trust the process. Trust me, it came out perfect. So you keep doing that until you get to the other side. So after I was done, this is what I have. This is what I have here. As you can see now that we have 3 lines. So we have 3 lines. So the next one I will be working on is this seed bead. So for this seed bead, I mix it with this rhinestone. That rhinestone, the one that usually have this iron underneath it, that stone that usually have iron underneath it. So I mixed this seed bead with it, because when I was using the seed bead and I compare it to using that rhinestone, I feel like that rhinestone was giving it a more shine. You know, that one is a stone, so it will be shining compared to this seed bead that is just dull. So um so I want to fix this, and I'll be fixing this in between the second line. So those space between those second line, those bead I arranged at the second line, so that's where I'll be placing this seed bead. So just keep watching and you'll be understand. So just to fill up that space in between those beads. And I was placing it two. I forgot to mention, so I'm placing it like two of it, so they are in pairs. So now I switched to this rhinestone. So I used, when I did the two, you see that I've only done two there, and I noticed it was not giving. I just decided to try this rhinestone, and I love the rhinestone, the result of the rhinestone compared to the seed bead. So I continued with the rhinestone and I kept on beading until I get to the end over there, as you can see. So now the next one I will do is this third line. So I'll also do the same thing, but for this third line, if I notice that the space is too much, I can do 2 times. Like I can fill up the space twice compared to the second row that I just did once. So just to fill up the space and make it look very nice. So like I said, I was interchanging this. When I use the seed bead, I will use the rhinestone, and I just kept on doing this until I get to the end over there. So after I was done, this is what I have. And this was the upper part, you know, this part that I told you that I will still remove the bead. So it's time to remove the bead. So I'm removing the bead now, and I will switch it to this small seed bead that I used to fill up those second and third line. So that's what I will use. So now let's fill this up. So I'll be using this rhinestone. So this is the work progress so far. So this is a closer look at it, and this is what I have achieved so far. So I've removed those small one in between the first line. As you can see, the second one that I filled it up. So this is what it looks like. So let's continue. So on the first line here, I will fill it up with either rhinestone or seed bead. I'll just mix it up and I'll keep filling this up until I get to the end. If you are enjoying this video, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That is, click on the like button, drop a comment for me in the comment section, and if you haven't shared this video with your friends, what are you waiting for? Please share with your friends. Don't be stingy. So I will keep on doing this until I get to the edge and I was done. So this looks better than the one I added in between, if I say so myself. So this looks better. So the next thing I want to do now is to fill up the space. If you look at this beading, there are spaces in between in between the first and second line and the second and third line. If you look closely, there are spaces there and it does not look nice. So I want to fill it up. So I'll be using all this seed bead, rhinestone to just fill it up. So that's what I'll be using. In case you want to bead your own outfit, so you can just look at this. At least you can count these bigger beads, so you can just count so that you can know what you'll be buying. I hope you understand. So I'm filling this up. I'll go ahead and fill it up till the end and you will see the difference. So after filling it up, this is what we have, and it looks so fine. It looks so pretty. So this is the end result of the beading. So if you haven't seen the dress tutorial, I'll pin it down in the comment section. So thank you so much for watching. If you haven't liked, please like this video, drop a lovely comment for me, share this video with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed to this channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.